Hoard of Immigrant Invaders just released list of demands from Americans prepared for war if they don't get it. A nasty swarm of illegal immigrant invaders are storming through Mexico and headed straight towards America like an angered army of people purposely trying to break the law by attempting to traipse themselves into America and reap the benefits of being an immigrant. They trying to prove that they are people without borders, but unfortunately for them, the countries all have borders. Some countries have different laws pertaining to immigration, but the American laws are intact and need to be followed. The immigrants galavanting towards America have something waiting for them, and it has called the American military. They will enforce the laws and keep the immigrants from breaking the laws. The immigrants are traveling towards their inevitable denial into America, and it was just this week that a nasty list of demands was found. Not only are these folks trying to break a major immigration law, but they also have a list of demands that they expect the Americans to give them. That has like someone breaking into your house and demanding that you make them a peanut butter and jelly sandwich while rubbing their feet and letting them use your Netflix account. There is no toleration of the hatred coming from these wicked people who have so many demands. Americans just want people to follow the laws, but everyone else wants to break the law. The list of demands was posted on their Facebook page. After posting the list, the public comments tore up the list and spit it right back at them on account of most of the list requiring people to break laws. America is a nation of laws, and even though many of us may be on the same page as immigrants with certain aspects of the list and life in general, we must still adhere to the laws of the land. Once we allow people to break some laws, then everyone else thinks they can break other laws. At that point, you become socialist Venezuela, and that is not the best direction for any country to go in. Let us examine the list of demands and see what has going on. We are a group of people from different nations, religions, genders, gender expressions, and sexual orientations migrating and seeking refuge. We seek to become one collective, supporting each other shoulder to shoulder and demonstrating that by uniting we can abolish borders. We Central Americans have formed a caravan of many united in struggle. We left Pachula, Chiapas on March 25. If they can gather this many people to march across the lands, then why can't they gather that many people to build up and modernize the area that they live in? If they work hard enough, then they'll have a wonderful place to live, and perhaps they can get some support from their government. If all goes well, we will be in Puebla, Mexico from April 5 to 9 to participate in legal preparation and workshops. From there we will hope for the blessing of solidarity from the Mexican people and human rights organizations, who we hope will join our struggle and assist us with the supplies and resources that they have available. We appreciate the support and collaboration of the people of Mexico and the United States. We hope to be an example of solidarity and struggle to the world. There is a lot of people who are willing to help, but thousands of people simply can't show up in one location and expect there to be a welcoming party for them. The problem is that there simply is no place to go, and when thousands of people show up at the doorstep of a country, then there is a good chance that chaos will break out like in Germany, Sweden, and London, where migrant refugees have plagued and destroyed the towns with increased crime, trash, and overall filth that has people regretting the decision to allow them entry. To top off the illegal entry laws that people are breaking, the list of demands is nice, but it is not the correct way to go about things. We demand of our Central American countries an end to political corruption, an end to violence against women and the LGBTQ community, an end to failures of justice for victims of domestic violence, extortion, threats, and homophobia, an end to corruption between gangs, the police, and governments, an end to murder with impunity and gang recruitment of youth. We can be sure that just about everyone on the planet wants every one of these items. You simply cannot show up as a migrant army and demand this. These desires are only stymied by the ways of individuals who are not as interested in living a peaceful lifestyle embraced by honesty. There are evil people who balance out all the good in the world as a utopian society is unobtainable. We demand of Mexico and the United States that they respect our rights as refugees and our right to dignified work to be able to support our families. That they open the borders to us because we are as much citizens as the people of the countries where we are and or travel. That deportations, which destroy families, come to an end. No more abuses against us as migrants. Dignity and justice. That the U.S. government not end TPS for those who need it. That the U.S. government stop massive funding for the Mexican government to detain Central American migrants and refugees and to deport them. That these governments respect our rights under international law, including the right to free expression. That the conventions on refugee rights not be empty rhetoric. Refugees have no rights because they are not citizens. There are Americans who need work, and if they lose a job to a refugee who breaks into the country, then either they are really bad at the job or they were shafted extremely hard. Deportations will not end. America has immigration laws and procedures to follow in order to become a citizen. Those who wish to come in must follow the laws or face deportation. That's a rule that should always be followed. When they state no more abuses against migrants, then that goes both ways. How many illegal immigrants commit violent crimes against citizens of the United States? Kate Steinle, need I say more? Do they want dignity and justice? Then stay home and build your own nation and follow your own laws. You can ask for justice if you are the one breaking the law on purpose. I am not sure if this list of demands is an April Fool's joke or not. What do you think? Share your opinion by commenting on Facebook and then send it to a friend for a good conversation.